Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai Bashem Rokakodash. Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Anyway, I was watching this video. I came across Elder Chaazaq, Killer Priest. This was put up 3 days ago. I don't even know why this came up. Okay, that's his opening. He was on a Killer Priest show. By the way, Killer Priest used to be in my camp. Went by the name of Karamaya. And he doesn't mention that he was part of the main school. But he does in the beginning. He mentions my name. He mentions General Yohana's name. He mentions Bishop Nathaniel Aga. Anyway, I pressed this by mistake.
Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Okay, let me come on back. Alright, so he goes, you can watch it. I mean, I didn't put up any video today, so I think I put up a short one. Spirit really wasn't on me today. But, so you don't fight the spirit. But this is I clicked on it.
Demonic forces are trying to...
Yeah, this is 3 hours 50 minutes long, almost 50 minutes long. And the former Chaazaq, Priest Chaazaq, whatever his title is, Elder Chaazaq, he goes into a lot of the history. He doesn't really go into the scriptures. He doesn't break down any scriptures. He quotes certain things, but he goes into a lot of history. You can really start about the 30, right around here. That's when he's introduced. We go to it, and he goes into a lot of history. Abba Bivens, the 7, what year he came into school, and the people that Abba Bivens came in under the commandment keepers, and some of them were yet so-called, Jays, Edomites, a part of that. And you had some that were actually Hamites that were part of that whole, it came out to be the commandment keepers. So he goes into that history. When I was back there, High Priest Ariah and High Priest Yaikwab, which is High Priest Ariah's father, used to go hit on the history about Ab and stuff. But he goes a lot deeper into history. I remember a lot of the stuff that was told to me. And I don't know if he believes that, Abba is Elijah. He would have to be Elijah. Like I said, we strongly believe, damn it, that is Elijah coming back. And that's a fulfillment of Malachi 4, verse 5 and 6. We went through that many times. Malachi 4, verse 5 and 6 is not so much talking about John the Baptist, it's talking about Abba. That's why the Lord said in Matthew 17, he came already. He's going to come, but he came already. So the Lord told the disciples he was going to come 2 times. The part of Malachi 4 where he's going to restore all things, John the Baptist didn't have to restore anything because the Israelites were there. They knew, they fancied him as being a man of the Lord. Even the wicked scribes and Pharisees knew that. They said, well, we can't say that he's not a man of the Lord because the people know that he's sent from the Most High. So if we answer the Lord, that Lord asked our Lord, Yahushua asked him a question, John the Baptist, was he sent by the Most High, was he, or did he come on his own? So it's like a trick question. The Lord trapped him up. So they said, look, the people knew that he was sent of the Most High. So if we say that he was son of the Most High, his response is going to be, then why didn't you listen to him? And then if we say, well, he was not son to the Most High, everybody knew that that was a man sent of the Most High. So they said, we're not going to answer the question. So the Lord replied and said, well, I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to give an answer to your question. But anyway, like I said, he goes into a lot of the history. He goes into the fact that he said he went to Egypt 32 times. 32, spiritual number, if you know what I mean. Anyway, he mentions the Byzantine, the icons, the Byzantine Empire, which he was part of bringing it out along with Yeshaya, High Priest Yeshaya, whatever his rank is now, whatever he's doing now. But he said something, he spoke about 193 AD, about Septimius Severus, and they said the first Jake that came into power was in 193 AD, Septimius Severus. That's not true. The first Jake king that came into power was right after Domitian, which was Nerva, and I was going to that. Then you had a succession of kings, and the first five, starting with Nerva, were considered the five good emperors, which they were Jake, because they were doing good things, and they were helping Jake. Even though they didn't acknowledge that they were Israelites, they were Israelites. What's this guy? Marcus Aurelius, the father of Commodus, he was one of the five in the movie. I always go through that too. Gladiator, the opening scene, they show Marcus Aurelius, and he has a full-grown beard. He was an Israelite. Whether he accepted the fact that he was an Israelite or not, he was an Israelite. His son, Commodus, was an Israelite. The kings that came after them were Israelite, and they were all closely related. Up until Constantine the Great, all the way up into Constantine 11 or 12. I forget the name. I can go into the history, but I'm not. But he goes into a lot of history. But like I said, Tiberius, what is his name? I forget his name. Alexander Julius Tiberius Alexander. I believe his name is pronounced that way. I know it was Alexander. I know there's a Tiberius in here, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong, but I know Alexander was in there. He was a chief general under Titus, and he was a real general behind that. Now he could have become emperor of Rome. He could have become emperor of Rome because he was above a senate. You had the emperor, and then you had the senate, and then you had a position higher than the senate, which was council. Sometimes you had emperors come out of the senate, or sometimes you had emperors come out of the council. The council was higher than the senate. So he was one step close to being the emperor. But the reason why he was not made the emperor, because the Most High set it up that way, that Edomites are going to rule, and the first emperor is going to be Nerva. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say Shalom.